given how far Elon Musk has been going in his attacks on Keir Starmer, in this post, for example, accusing the Prime Minister of being complicit in what he calls the rape of Britain. This is not mild criticism. Can you work with this man, as you suggested you still could a few days ago? Well,
actually, what I was saying the other day is that if he wants to roll his sleeves up and actually do something about tackling violence against women and girls, then online platforms, whether X or any of the other platforms, have got a role to play in keeping people safe online, helping law enforcement clamp down on perpetrators of violence against women and girls and people who want to groom kids online. Keir Starmer and Jess Phillips, by the way, who've both been on the receiving end of completely ill-judged and ill-founded criticism, are people who have done, in their professional lives, more than most people ever do to lock up paedophiles, rapists, wife-beaters and every other kind of scumbag in our society. As Director of Prosecutions, Keir Starmer opened up historic cases going after people who thought they'd gotten away with it. He put in place specialist prosecutors to make sure that we could build the evidence to put rapists behind bars. And as for Jess, the work that she has done in her professional life outside politics, supporting victims of violence against women and of girls, has helped to support them to get their day in court and to lock up their abusers. So the fact they're now Prime Minister and Victims Minister means they can now do in politics what they've given their careers for doing, and their critics are not fit to touch their records. They've got records that their critics can't even begin to touch.
And yet this is what Elon Musk says about them, calling Jess Phillips a rape apologist, saying she's a wicked witch. What do you say to him? You just said critics aren't fit to touch them. Is Elon Musk not fit to touch or to talk about?
It is a disgraceful smear of a great woman who has spent her life supporting victims of the kind of violence that Elon Musk and others say that they're against. And it's all very well sitting there, and I'm not just talking about Musk, I'm talking about armchair critics on social media. It's all very easy to sit there and fire off something in haste and click send, when people like Keir Starmer and Jess Phillips have done the hard yards of actually locking up wife-beaters, rapists, paedophiles.
So you say
those are good people with great records outside politics. The reason why Keir Starmer and Jess Phillips came into politics was they recognised that what they were doing, either in Keir's case through criminal justice or Jess's case through the voluntary sector supporting victims, could go so far, but politics, government, is a force for good in our society, and that's how you deliver real change for people. And it's great we've got a Prime Minister and a Victims Minister who are now able to do in government what they spent their professional lives seeking to tackle.